Pio, we start the season with a defeat at York Road. We'll start with that first half where, it was kind of end-to-end to begin with, and we kind of huffed and puffed, but we didn't really create too many chances.
Yeah, I think those are the words. We huffed and puffed. Our pre-season's gone well, so we expect a little bit more than we got. Actually, the first 25 minutes, it looked promising. Both teams had a few chances. But after that first goal, which is uncharacteristic from us, we sort of lost our way for a period, and we need to get back in at half-time to regroup.
As you mentioned there, the first goal was uncharacteristic. Both goals today kind of seemed to come from, lapses in concentration, mistakes. You must be a little bit frustrated because it was very kind of end-to-end, and to allow them to kind of have that breathing room with 2 goals in quick succession must be quite frustrating.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit more frustrated because it's 2 set pieces, and normally we're quite strong on set pieces. They're a really big side, and we knew that was going to be probably the most promising attacks. I don't think we dealt with them as well as we could do. So there's some learning for us. But I thought in play, you were right, we huffed and puffed. There wasn't too many chances created. It wasn't for lack of trying, but today wasn't the day.
Following the 2 goals for the remainder of the first half, Eastleigh kind of took the sting out of things. What did you say to the lads at half-time to try and pick them up and get themselves ready for the second half?
Yeah, Eastleigh did just that. They wanted to slow the game down. They wanted to be able to regroup and get all their big boys back. So the idea was to try and get things going as quickly as possible. Any dead balls, get on it and play quick as you can. But they were quite good at what they did. But like I said, we huffed and puffed. We crossed the ball a few times, but just couldn't get on the end of them, unfortunately.
Second half kind of started in the manner that the first half finished. Brought on Sean McCulskey just before the hour mark. What were the thought process behind that? Just kind of getting another man up top to try and change things?
Yeah, he come on and put himself about, which was good. Sean brings us something completely different. Big, strong boy who runs in behind, has got quality in front of goal. So the idea was to try and get some goals back as quick as possible. I don't think we served those strikers as well as we could do, so therefore we couldn't get any chances, unfortunately.
As you mentioned, they were unable to create some chances. Ignoring the 2 goals that were conceded, the performance as a whole must be very frustrating. As you mentioned, a strong pre-season with a lot of goals, and to huff and puff without really threatening must be quite frustrating.
Yeah, we're not going to dwell on this game. It's one game. Like I said, our pre-season's been good, and we've seen some merit. We've seen some things that are going well. It's one game. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. We'd like to have given more in front of our home fans, but we've got another game coming up to be able to put things right.
Finally, Pierre, we'll speak on that next game now. Travel to Solihull next week, who were really strong last year, got into the playoffs. How will you look to kind of right the wrongs of today?
Yeah, strong side. We've got to get some points on the board. I know it's a long season, but we looked at games like today where we did a double over Eastleigh as a game where you might be able to get some points. It's going to be a really, really tough game against Solihull, another team we've got points against before. So we're going to harness some of the performances against them last season and try and make sure we get some points on Saturday.
Cheers, thanks, Pierre.
No worries.